The year was 1814. The United States was locked in the War of 1812, a desperate struggle to defend its young independence against the might of the British Empire. Washington, D.C. had been burned, its capital and White House reduced to smoking ruins. The nation trembled. Hope was flickering. But in the harbor city of Baltimore, that hope refused to die. Standing guard at the entrance to the harbor was Fort McHenry, a bastion of courage and defiance. If the fort fell, the city and perhaps the country might fall with it. Into this maelstrom stepped a 35-year-old lawyer and amateur poet, Francis Scott Key. He was not a soldier, nor a politician. He came under a white flag of truce to negotiate the release of an American prisoner held aboard the British ship, but fate had other plans. On the 13th of September 1814, Key found himself trapped. The British, preparing to bombard Fort McHenry, would not release him until their assault was over. From the deck of the British ship HMS Tonnant, Key became an unwilling witness to one of the most ferocious attacks in American history. The sky exploded in flames. A thunder of cannon and the hiss of rockets lit up the night. Each blast illuminated the great flag, 15 stars and 13 stripes flying defiantly above the fort. Through the smoke, Key watched, his heart pounding. He wondered if the flag would be flying when the sun rose. As the night dragged on, Key could only guess. Then, as the dawn broke and smoke began to lift, the unimaginable happened. There, tattered but unbowed, the flag was still flying. Against all odds, Fort McHenry had held. The British fleet withdrew, and Francis Scott Key was overcome with emotion. The next morning, aboard the ship that had held him captive, Key began to write. He scribbled lines on the back of a letter, words flowing from his soul, as if dictated by the heavens. "Oh, say can you see, by the dawn's early light." He titled it Defiance of Fort McHenry. The poem spread like wildfire. Soon it was printed in newspapers across the country. The words were set to the tune of a popular British melody, Cu Anacreon in Heaven, and together they became the Star-Spangled Banner. The song captured something profound. For over a century, the Star-Spangled Banner rose from the voices of soldiers, school children, and citizens alike. It was played at parades, sung on battlefields, and whispered in prayer. In 1931, it became the official national anthem of the United States, the symbol of unity, sacrifice, and the unbreakable spirit of the American people. The original flag from Fort McHenry is now in the Smithsonian National Museum. Hi, this is Chas Concierge. We hope you enjoyed this little history lesson of how our national anthem came about. As proud Americans, we salute the American GI from 1776 and into our future. It is a debt I can never repay. Thank you.